you guys are having an awesome day. I just wanted to come at you with another video. I've been kind of on this little shopping spree lately, and it's surprisingly a product line that I've never really purchased from before. I have had a few things over the years, but never really this many things of the same item, so I can get a really good like overlook on this particular item. The item that I'm talking about is the Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. And as you know, they come in super cute packaging. This is the new Boudoir Eyes, and this comes in metal packaging, whereas all the other ones are cardboard. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm kind of looking in the mirror behind the camera so I can actually see what I'm doing. Anyway, the reason I wanted to post this is because I found that even though they're all made by the same company, all of the eyeshadows should have the same kind of texture and quality. I found that actually they're not all the same, and that was kind of shocking for me because usually even with MAC products and stuff, I find that their pigmentation and their quality are quite consistent, unless you're getting some of the more sheer formulas of the eyeshadow where you can expect a lot of fallout. I went in, and the reason I ended up with all three of these is I got the Boudoir Eyes first. That was, oh no, that's a lie. I'm lying to you. I got the Romantic Eye first just because I really like the colors. I never really used it, and then I fell in love with the Boudoir Eyes. I went into Sephora and I saw it and I totally loved it. And of course the Sephora girl was like, oh my god girl, you totally have to buy it. It's amazing, blah blah blah. So I did, but anyway, basically down to the point, I'll just let you know about all these different ones because they're so different. So I've got the Too Faced, the Boudoir Eyes, the Naked Eye Palette, the Matte Eye Palette, and the Romantic Eye Palette. So the first palette that I ever bought from Too Faced was the Romantic Eye Palette, and I'll just show you all of the colors in it. It's so pretty. So you've got all your base colors, your creases, and your accent colors. And then the nice thing about here is if you are new to makeup, Too Faced has graciously supplied you with instruction cards. So that's a really nice thing about these palettes. So just if you're learning makeup or you are new to makeup or anything like that, it gives you a base to grow from, so you know what you're doing, and if you have any confusion, they have little reference cards, so that's nice. I seriously dislike this palette, and I will tell you exactly why. The amount of fallout is insane. Like, it's not even just super powdery out of the palette, it's super powdery going on too, and the longevity of it is not good at all. The base colors I found to be a little bit better, to be a little bit more long wearing. They didn't have as much fallout. However, all of the crease and the accent colors they just were powdery and they went everywhere, especially all over the palette. I cannot tell you how many times I've cleaned this palette. That was just my finding for them. Like I said, the palette is super cute. The names for all the shadows are super adorable. I just didn't find that I like this palette. I like all the colors individually, but they are selling them as trios. So you're supposed to use all those trios together, and that's how they're instructing to do it on the reference cards. And I find that some of them are mismatched. Like this middle one, you've got this kind of like cotton candy pink, a gray, and a purple. And when you wear them on, they do not really go together. And the bottom is not so bad. It's kind of like a pale green, a green, and then a super shimmery gray brown color. That's not so bad, but when you put them on, they don't kind of flow as a seamless like look. So all in all, I would give the Romantic palette a skip just because I didn't find that I liked it so much as I thought I would, and the quality of the eyeshadows wasn't as good as I thought. The next eyeshadow palette is the Too Faced Matte Eye Palette. And again, like the Romantic Eye, it's got all the little reference cards in here, if I could get them out, but I can't. And just like it says, it's a matte eye palette. I bought this because they were out of stock of the Urban Decay Basics palette, the little $35 Canadian one that's got all the matte shades. And So I bought this one instead, and you know what? I really love this palette. And you know what? It's a convenient size. It's got a nice amount of shadow. So if you were going for somewhere for say like a week or somewhere longer than just a couple days, you would have enough makeup in here to do a lot of different looks. I didn't find that there was any fallout with this one. I found that the color pigmentation paid off quite a bit, so you didn't need a lot of product. They were super easy to blend without falling out and ruining the rest of my foundation. And like I said, there's a nice variety of colors. So I found that not only could you stick to the trios and apply a really good seamless look, you could also mix and match. Like they've got this kind of toffee suede color, and they've got it mixed with a kind of like a darker brown and a cappuccino color. You could mix that with some of the purples that are down here and the gray. You could mix it with the blues and still get a really nice look. If you are looking at this, it is, I believe it's $45 Canadian, and I would honestly pick this up. It's such a great product. My next one, and I think this would have to be my favorite out of all of the Too Faced eye palettes, this is the Naked Eye palette. And again, you've got the 3 base shades, the crease and the accent shades. And what I like about this is you not get only a nice mix of neutrals, you get a nice mix of kind of unique colors as well. Like Satin Sheets is a really pearlized pink color, and it's super pretty. I've only seen a really nice pearlized pink. I think it's Pink Freeze by MAC, and then there's also another color by Lancome that now, oh, Kitten Heel by Lancome. It's a unique pearlized pink. It's got a little bit of like copperiness to it, and it's really nice. And just like the matte eye palette, you can mix and match all of these shades and create a lot of different looks. It's got the reference cards in there as well, and yeah, honestly, like it's so multi-purpose that it's awesome. And there's a reason that like it's a staple. It's the Naked Eye palette. It's everybody can use it, and it's great. It's nice that this is so multi-purpose that in a pinch, if like worst case scenario, this is all you had, you could probably do a really nice look, even if you didn't have a blusher or a bronzer or anything like that. The last makeup palette from Too Faced that I have is the new Boudoir Eyes. And it comes in this tin palette. The other ones are all cardboard. This did come with instruction cards, but it came, oh god, it came in the box. So there's no longer any instruction cards in here, and honestly I think I threw out the packaging. What you gonna do? So this palette is nice. However, I didn't think I thought I would like it a lot more than I did. I would definitely choose either the matte eye palette or the Naked Eye palette over this one. And it's simply because the matte and the shimmery colors, basically the formulas for the both are so different in this palette. I find that the matte colors do not have a lot of pigmentation whatever, and the shimmery colors, however, they are super pigmented. They create a lot of fallout, so it's hard to create a clean look. It's really good if you're looking for the sexy, sultry, like bedroom eyes that are really buffed out and it's no precise lines or anything like that. I find that with my eye shape in particular, and I don't know if it's just that I haven't gotten the hang of it yet, that I really need the precise looks to pull off emphasizing my eyes properly. Otherwise, if I pull the shadow down too low, if there's too much, if it's too high, if it's too far out, it gives my eyes this really weird shape, and I can't describe it, but it doesn't look good. So I will use this. However, I do need like a heavy duty primer, like a paint pot or one of the color tattoos underneath it to hold it on. I definitely can't use this without a primer, just because there's so much fallout, and also I need the primer to bring out the pigmentation in the matte shadows. Don't get me wrong, this palette's not bad. However, if you were looking at one of the Urban Decay Naked palettes and these together, if you were gonna decide to buy one, I would definitely go for one of the Urban Decay palettes. I believe it's only $5 or $10 more than the Boudoir Eyes, and the shadows tend to be better quality. Urban Decay eyeshadows are out of this world. Their pigmentation is crazy. So if you were going to choose this one and the Urban Decay Naked palette, just because the shadows are similar, I would definitely go for the Urban Decay Naked palette over this one. So that's my review of the 4 Too Faced eyeshadow palettes that I have. Honestly, like, overall, I was pretty impressed with the Too Faced palettes, considering that I don't really like purchasing palettes. Honestly, the packaging on these ones sold me. Like, they're so cute and pretty, and like, it's a good size palette with enough colors in them just to throw and go. But yeah, the only one I regret buying really is the Romantic Eye palette, because I've used it, I think I used it 3 or 4 times, and then I never used it again, and it's just been sitting in my drawer. So maybe it's gonna be homeless soon. Maybe it'll find a new home, put it up for adoption. But yeah, I love all the rest of the palettes for sure. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great night.